Uh-huh. See, you got to think about that. You got to think how you feel about that. I'm going to tell you this. There was a story in the Bible about the lepers. The lepers, you know what leprosy is, right? They were on an island all by themselves. Nobody came to visit them. And Jesus said, now hold up, wait a minute. If you're not going to go help those lepers, then somebody's got to go. And if it's not going to be you, then I've got to go, because those are my people too. And he went. Now the lepers had to yell out their condition so that the good people were able to what? Cross over to the other side of the street and not have to deal with them. So they would have to yell out, unclean, unclean, so that people could get out of their space. Now what if all of us had to yell out who we are? Liar! Adulterer! I cheat on my taxes every year. Just suppose. So the next time you go to church and church is telling you you're not good enough, church is telling you you don't fit here, you have got to ask the question, someone tell me which sin is better than which? Because most folks can't even tell you what the 10 commandments are. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to go over here. We've got time for a couple more quick ones. Can you give us your name and your question?
I'm Alexander Vaughn. I work for and represent the YMCAs across the USA.
Yay!
Yay. And you may know that we're the largest youth-serving organization in the country, amongst other things that we do. And I'm very interested to hear how your work has impacted youth, other than your personal stories. And maybe you can share a story with us about how Divas has impacted that.
Okay, and I'll make it real quick. The Diva Foundation, divinely inspired, victoriously anointed. Diva, we are about the business of driving infectious viruses away. Diva Foundation, we are an AIDS foundation, and we do much more than help broke down divas with their wig, weave, weft, and wardrobe problems. And once again, I believed from the very beginning that the arts have a place in the fight against the disease. I always believed that people were tired of speech after speech, statistic after statistic, and if you were going to get them engaged, you have to engage them where they were. So when I started creating Divas Simply Singing and having divas come and sing one song, the Light, the Mic, and the Diva, it just gathered so many people together. And then when I created Sometimes I Cry, I wrote 15 different monologues. So we call it convertible theater. So no matter where it is I'm invited to go, I tell those different people's stories. And when I tell the young girl's story, foster child, and her story about how, you know, the system had let her down, young people, for some reason, just connect so well with that. And you know, there are a whole lot of other stories that I tell, but when I get on those college campuses, I just kick it to them the way it really is. And for all of you out there who are raising children, I've got to tell you, the more information you give young people, honestly, openly, plain, no shaker, unless they're of certain ages, because everything's got to be age appropriate. People don't know how to talk about sex. People like to have it, but they don't know how to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
When we finish talking, somebody's going to think about having it tonight.
Exactly. There's going to be a few in here, I think. I'm just saying.
You know?
I'm with you.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Somebody got a phone number.
Without question.
Thank you. Like to have it, but we don't like to talk about it. And I really just make it my business to talk to young people as honestly as I can. My son and a friend of his, they're coming out for Divas, and I said, well, what are you all going to do? They said, we're going to talk about condoms and young men being responsible. I was like, well, alrighty then. So that's really what we do. We open meaning me, we open ourselves up to all kind of audiences, especially young people, because we are only as strong as our children, and I'm not ready to bury mine.
Yeah.
Invite
Amen.
us.
Exactly. We have time
Invite
for
us.
one more quick question, and then we're going to unfortunately have to let Sheryl Lee go and get on with the program. So your name and your question, please.
Hi, yeah, mine will be real quick. My name is Brandon Oldham. I wanted to ask, is that your real hair?
Ah! You knew it was coming, didn't you?
Darling, of course it is my real hair. It is all mine. I bought and paid for every strand.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheryl Lee.
I will be, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I'll be in the bookstore. I will be in the bookstore. The Respect Me t-shirts are there. When you wear one, you make a donation to the Diva Foundation. We appreciate it. Diva Simply Singing is this Saturday, October 9th. All of you who are from out of town, stay an extra day. Come buy your tickets and come to the concert. You won't want to miss it. Those of you who have to go home, you can go to holyconnection.tv and stream it live from home. And just know, like I said, I love you just the way you. What time is it? 7. You know that this is Miss Salisbury there. Stand up, girl. Stand up. When I met her, I said, you know I thought you were a big black girl. I just knew it, because you know all the berries I know are blackberries. Chuck berry, Halle berry. But anyway, thank you very much. I'll see you all in the bookstore. Invite me out to your companies, and thank you to, is there a group from American Airlines here? Well, your person who sent you said to tell you, have a good time, come back home, and sign up to help the Diva Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you.